Dear listeners, Sai Ram. On this auspicious occasion of Shri Krishna Janmashtami, the day when we celebrate the advent of the avatar of Lord Krishna, we now bring you a reading of a divine discourse delivered by Bhagwan Baba on this occasion on August 3rd, 1988. Bhagwan in this discourse explains the main purpose of any divine advent and says, the main purpose of any incarnation of the divine is to teach mankind the truth about love. He cites examples from the life of Lord Krishna and that of his dearest devotees, the gopis, and says how one can and should recreate a Vrindavan, the playground of little Krishna in one's own heart even today. So dear listeners, here is a reading from Divine Krishna Janmashtami Discourse delivered on August 3rd, 1988.
When the divine comes down as an avatar, whether it is as Rama or Krishna, it is only for one purpose. You all recognize only the momentary results of the advent, but we should note that the divine comes as an avatar only to teach mankind the truth about love. O man, it is because you lack love and are filled with selfishness that the world is plunging in so much conflict and chaos. It is only when you develop love and spirit of sacrifice that you will realize the divinity that is in you. The man who has no spirit of tyaga, sacrifice, will be a prey to all ills. A man without love is a living corpse. It is love and sacrifice which make man divine. Love alone is the fruit of love. Love is its own witness. There is no trace of self-interest in it. Because love exists for its own sake, it has no fear. It is to teach humanity the way of love that avatars come in the world. The world displays the diversity that has emanated from the One. The divine demonstrates the unity that sublimes the diversity. Recognition of this unity in diversity can be learnt only from the divine. The Krishna avatar has been described in various ways, as a sport of the divine in human form, as an ideal for the world, as a sacred ruler, as a manifestation of the Atma. The divine comes as an avatar to proclaim the pure, unsullied and selfless love of devotees towards God. People may consider that avatars' activities include punishment of the wicked, protection of the good, weeding out of unrighteousness and restoration of right conduct. This is how they may look at activities of the avatar, but that is not the way the Lord sees things. There is nothing bad in God's view, hence there should be no hatred or ill will towards any being. It is only when you love all that you can be said to love God. The devotee's feelings determine his concept of God. When a devotee prays, "O Lord, don't you see my sufferings? Don't you hear my lamentations? Can't you see the troubles I am going through?" Then the Lord appears to him only as a pair of eyes. He is not able to see. When they are in meditation, they appear like yogis. After the meditation is over, they return to their daily activities and are immersed in mundane pleasures. This is not the way of life preached by Lord Krishna. He declared, "Satatam yogina," be yogis at all times. What we witness today is yogis in the morning, bhogis during the day, and rogis at night. How can such persons ever remain yogis at all times? You have to think of the divine at all times, in all situations, and in whatever you see, do, say or experience. To pray to God when you are comfortable and to blame God when you are in trouble reflects your selfish and narrow outlook. Lord Krishna once enacted a small drama to demonstrate how the devotion of the illiterate gopis of Vrindavan was deeper and fuller than that of his consorts Rukmini or Satyabhama or of the sage Narada. He once pretended that he was suffering from a severe headache and that only the application of the dust from the feet of a devotee would cure him. Neither Rukmini, Satyabhama or Narada were willing to offer the dust from their feet, as they felt that they would be condemned to live in hell if they allowed the dust of their feet to pollute the divine head of Krishna. When Narada approached the gopis, they had no hesitation in collecting the dust of their feet, because their only concern was to relieve their beloved Krishna's pain instantly, without caring about what happened to them as an outcome. Even though they were warned by Narada about the dire consequences of their action, they told him that they were not concerned about the worst that might happen to them, if only their Lord Krishna would be relieved of the pain. Krishna's pain was gone the moment the Gopikas offered the dust of their feet. Sage Narada then realized that the totally unselfish devotion exhibited by the gopis was Parama Bhakti, the highest form of devotion. The divine exists in everything, in every being, in every food, as well as in the dust of the food. He is also in the one whom you may consider as a thief. The troubles besetting the world today cannot be removed except through the promotion of unity. This unity can be promoted only through love. There is nothing that cannot be accomplished through love. Love is God. God is love. Live in love. There can be no joy where there is no love. The Gopikas were filled with such love that they saw Krishna in all that they did. When you fill your hearts with love, you have no ill will towards anyone. Cultivate the faith that the divine is in everyone. Surrender to the divine in a spirit of dedication. The symbolic meaning in the relations between Krishna and the Gopikas is this. The heart is the Vrindavan. One's thoughts are like the Gopikas. The Atma is Krishna. Bliss is the sport of Krishna. Everyone must convert his heart into a Vrindavan and consider the indwelling Atma as Krishna. Every action should be regarded as a Leela, sport of Krishna. Krishnashtami is celebrated by offering to Krishna Paramannam, that is rice cooked with jaggery. The real meaning of Paramannam is Annam, food, relating to Param, supreme. Paramannam is sweet, so your love must be sweet. What you offer to God must be your sweet love. Your love must be all-embracing. This is the foremost message of Krishna Avatar.
You just heard a reading of a divine discourse delivered by Bhagwan Baba on the auspicious occasion of Krishna Janmashtami on August 3rd, 1988. Thank you, Sai Ram.